7 million people whose data was exploited? No. President Obama had the outright public and vigorous support of one Mark Zuckerberg and his little social media outfit, Facebook. So where was the outrage? Ed Rollins joins us here next.
A volatile market.
0634.
Well, reports that the Obama campaign harvested the data of nearly 200 million Facebook users during the 2012 presidential campaign, with the full direction, guidance, blessing of CEO Mark Zuckerberg and his Facebook enterprise. That's 100 million more users than were swept up by Cambridge Analytica. But there's been no outrage at all from the national left-wing media. Why has there not been hearings? Why weren't there hearings? They're 6 years tardy, aren't they? Congress hasn't scheduled 2 full days of hearings on the issue, but I'm sure they will now that we have told them what's going on. Do you find it interesting that this news did not come out until after the Senate and the House held their little wrist-slapping love fest with Zuckerberg in their hearings? Google and Facebook's lobbyists, by the way, enjoyed seemingly unfettered access to the Obama White House for just about 8 years. Isn't that remarkable? Joining us tonight, former Reagan White House political director, Great America PAC chairman, Fox Business political analyst, Ed Rollins. Ed, I think this is one of the biggest outrages imaginable. To watch everybody clucking about Cambridge Analytica, clucking about Russian collusion. I mean, what Obama and Zuckerberg and Eric Schmidt of Google did at that time is outrageous.
Well, what they did is they basically used the tools that they had developed that very few people in America 10, 15 years ago knew about. They turned it over to the Obama campaign. And Obama ran 2 of the most brilliant campaigns I've ever seen, having been around the game for a long time. They knew where their voters were. He communicated well with them. And Romney's campaign.
He ought to communicate well with them. They turned over 200 million users.
They had it all. They knew where their voters were. They knew where our voters were. Meanwhile,
well, why shouldn't there be some outrage about that, Ed?
Well, it's just the opposite. They're praising them. What a brilliant campaign they ran, and how smart
I thought
they
you
all
were too there for a minute. I thought I'm sitting here listening to Eric Schmidt's uncle.
No, what I'm saying to you though is they used all that resource. And it's a question of fairness and the stupidity of our side, the Romney campaign.
There you go.
No, the campaign on the Romney campaign that knew this was going on and tried to duplicate it on election day, couldn't even get anything out.